Why are local business owners of all different types, shapes, sizes, and locations having so much trouble driving foot traffic? Hi, I'm your host, Caitlin Shanuda, and this is Foot Traffic Framework. Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm a local business marketing coach, and I'm going to talk today about the reasons why so many of my clients who are all local business owners, whether that's service businesses, restaurants, boutiques, gyms, yoga studios, what have you, does not matter what your local business sells. If you feel like your foot traffic has been plummeting, there's a reason for it. All right. So it comes down to consumer behavior above all else. Business owners think that their foot traffic is dropping because the economy sucks, or tariffs, or I don't know, cold weather, or what have you, or their marketing is off, right? I mean, ultimately, that is exactly what I teach, is how to have your marketing perform. But the reason why this feels like it has been such a big shift and it's such a struggle has everything to do with what's going on with consumers. And ultimately, when you understand this, then you can shift your strategies to address it. Your foot traffic goes back up. Your business remains profitable and you survive, right? So what's happening here? So I'll tag the video below. I'm not going to go over it again. Huge shift that happened in around the summer of 2024 in terms of consumer behavior and mindset. So what is happening is consumers, they are not behaving the same way that they were, definitely not behaving the same way they were 10 years ago, but not even 5 years ago or 1 year ago. Everything has shifted. They are spending their time on their phones. They are really distracted, and they're um not thinking about the things that they buy. And it doesn't matter, right? Like it's what they're eating for dinner, it's where they're buying their clothes, it's where they're thinking of even commodities, right? Like everybody is just programmed to get online or on their phone to do anything. And so obviously it's a huge problem for local businesses. It doesn't mean that consumers are just completely abandoning local businesses, but we have to understand how they are behaving and what their mindset is in order to get them to come to your business instead of somewhere else. So what do I mean by that? First and foremost, if they're spending their time on their phones or their digital devices, you will hear me say this ad nauseum, like every single thing that I talk about when it comes to marketing. If our consumers are on their phones, then we have to show up on their phones. This means that you have to be doing digital ads to get them to understand that you even exist. They're not going to be looking at your storefront, your sidewalk sign, a billboard, a local print ad, and magically think that they need to come in. It's just not how consumers are behaving in today's digital environment. So we have to be front and center for them to even know about us on digital platforms. And it's not enough to just, for example, right? Like this is kind of let's call it Acme local business, right? Like so many owners that I talk to are doing these exact things. They have a Google business profile and they've listed their hours and they have a piece of information or maybe 10 pieces of information. And maybe they even have some reviews. But consumers have to actively be looking for you and have Googled you to see that business profile. They don't know about you yet. You see what I'm saying? Um, okay, let's talk about social media. A lot of business owners have a social media page, and you might be posting your menu or the shipment that came in that week or the event that you're hosting, and you are hoping that people see it and it's going to drive them in. Well, these customers maybe don't know about your business yet, and the algorithm is suppressing organic reach. Around 0.02% is average organic reach across all social platforms these days. And so if they don't know about you and they don't know about your event and they don't know about the merchandise and they're not actively searching for exactly what you're posting, are they even seeing you? And okay, let's talk about this. You have an email list. Most local businesses have an email list. If you don't, you need one, but that is another video. Uh, and so you're emailing and you send out a weekly newsletter, or you are emailing about the thing that you got in that week or the discount or the event that you're running. And you haven't necessarily entertained your customers to the point where they're even interested in opening your email, so they're not even seeing it. You seeing where I'm getting with this? Consumer behavior. What has happened is that they are not just expecting to be constantly and instantly entertained, like that is one of the problems, but the bigger problem and the thing that our marketing must address is that consumers, according to the latest data insights, have to see a business an average of 11.6 times on at least 4 different platforms before they make a purchasing decision. So that means you can't just post on social and assume that people are coming in because you have a new menu item. You can't just send an email and assume that enough people are going to see it to drive foot traffic. You can't just put a sidewalk sign out and hope that that drives people in because they might see it. They might not see it, right? Like they're not really paying attention, but they also might see it once at a point where they're late to drop their kids off for school or, what have you. Like they're distracted. They're not remembering you. They're not coming back just because they saw that one thing. And so, again, we live in a digital age. So even a local business has to be super focused on digital. The reason why foot traffic has plummeted so, so, so low for most business owners is twofold. It's not just you're not being seen on enough platforms enough times. It's also that you're not saying things in a way that gets customers' attention. And so it's really difficult, obviously, to get someone to know about you if they don't and to come in the first time. If they have seen you that 11.6 times and decided to come in and they've purchased, it gets worse from here because now the clock resets. Even if they loved what you gave them, if they walked out super, super happy, they're like, oh my gosh, I loved what, I just ate, or I love what I just purchased. They're not thinking about your business the next time they are there to grab dinner or buy a pair of jeans or take a yoga class necessarily. They're getting right back on their phone and being inundated with everybody else's marketing. And then they're making that decision the next time they need the thing that you sell based on what they see in front of them. And so very, very, very important that we think about marketing from the perspective that our customers are living their lives. They need to see you in multiple places, on multiple platforms, multiple times, every single time they make a purchase. Every single time. So, how do we fix this? This is what I teach. This is what foot traffic framework is. I call this a compound marketing system. So what that means is you have to compound the amount of times consumers are seeing you until they make a purchase every single time. It's not enough to just run an ad or set out a sign or offer a discount. Any of the things that so many of the clients I work with think that they should be doing to get people in, we have to think about it as the framework that compounds the amount of places and ways and times that your customers see you so that they can keep making those purchasing decisions. So how's this work? All right. Again, we live in a digital age. How you get new eyes on your business, whether it has worked for you in the past or not, the only way that you really can get new eyes on your business in today's environment is digital ads. And I teach this to my clients with meta ads because it is one of the quickest and easiest ways to get information. It's also one of the least expensive and most targeted platforms. But if you understand how to run ads on Meta, for example, you can take the exact same framework, utilize that on something like Google or Nextdoor or Yelp, and have it work as well. It's just harder to test on those platforms. And then if it doesn't work, well, I don't know, is it the problem of the platform? Is it the problem that your message was off? Did you not target customers the right way? It's very expensive to test. So first step of a compound marketing system, though, is always digital ads in today's environment. Things like print media, billboards, anything else, even your actual storefront or sidewalk sign is not truly getting the attention of enough customers to drive consistent foot traffic. So we need to be in front of them, hit them multiple times with an ad that gives them what they want, not your products, services, what you sell. Again, that's another video. But that digital ad has to get their attention in the right way. Then we have to have a compound system that builds a framework, or I often refer to it as an invisible fence around them. So we want them to see our business as many times as possible on as many different platforms keep hitting them at points where they might be interested, they might not, but they remember you, right? Like they're becoming more familiar because they're seeing you on more platforms. We've built this invisible fence around them until the point that they actually take an action and they come in and they physically buy. And then again, remember, it resets. Then we have to keep that invisible fence around them. They have to see you in multiple places, multiple ways to come back and be a repeat customer. And the reason I call this a compound system is the one cool thing, right? Like everything that I've just described sounds hard. And it sounds like we have to do a lot to market our business. And it's not wrong, right? Like there's a lot of things where, you might have been able to send out a bunch of flyers 10 years ago, right? And have more people know about you. That world is over. It's gone. Now we have to be on multiple platforms, multiple ways, have people see us 11.6 times every time they buy. But the cool thing that all of this, these algorithms, this digital media, they are optimized to hone in on that consumer behavior. So if someone does buy from you once or click on your ad, for example, once, you can be sophisticated enough and automated enough with all of these platforms to have those 11.6 interactions be mostly automated. So you don't have to constantly post in order to have this happen, but you do have to have the right systems in place. And the reason why I call it a compound system is because if you're doing it right, they're seeing you in multiple places, multiple ways, multiple platforms. They're making continued connection with you. It does compound. So it's harder and more expensive to get the, person to know about you initially and to make that first purchase from you. Getting a new customer has become harder in today's day and age. But once you have that new customer, it compounds. Every single interaction that someone makes with you across multiple platforms, that's data that these digital environments are using to keep showing your business to this customer because they made a behavior on, for example, Meta, that let the algorithm know they're interested. So now they're going to see your business again and again and again. And so if you keep, utilizing these platforms the right way with the right targeting, with the right messaging, it's not having to post 11 times the amount of marketing content. It's making sure that you're giving your customers what they want multiple ways using these automated strategies. It compounds over time because if they keep interacting with you, they keep seeing you, they see you 11.6 times in, a shorter time span, they buy more often, they keep coming back. You have that repeat foot traffic. And then obviously, the more often someone buys from you, the higher their lifetime value as a customer goes, the more it offsets the cost to get new customers in. The more people see you, the more they keep coming back and being repeat customers, the more profit you make. So when we think about how to market in today's digital environment, you do need a lot of the right pieces in place, but you really have got to think about it as a digital ecosystem, okay? We are compounding our impact on our customers by being seen on multiple platforms, multiple times a day, and making sure that we are interesting to those customers in multiple ways. That's how you drive that repeat foot traffic and have them keep coming back versus just hoping that an email newsletter, for example, or a social media post is enough to get someone to come in this week. So it is all about how many ways are we being seen, bringing that in-store, in-restaurant, in-studio experience to them on their couch in a way that is interesting enough that they get off the couch and keep coming in. And the more strategic and automated we are about it, the easier that is, the more it grows. So to learn how to do this for your business, again, I'm Caitlin. I am the owner of Foot Traffic Framework, and I teach local business owners how to drive foot traffic using this compound system. If you want more information, I have a lot of free resources. Again, I will link the video below talking about, consumer behavior shift and what we need to do about it. But if you want to learn how to build this compound system specific to your business, do 3 things. 1, like, share, comment on this video. Make sure that you get more of these as I put them out. 2, join my free Skool group. I have the exact strategies you need to know what to do in order to put this system in place. And then when you're ready to know how to do it for your business specifically, I offer a free call to any local business owner who wants some strategies specific to their business. There is absolutely nothing for sale on this call. You can book it at the link below. And really, it's just a chance for you to dig in with me and my team to understand how to put this into practice for your business and your specific situation. So, again, like, comment, follow, share, get as much of this free YouTube content as you possibly can because I'm putting out videos all the time that go deeper into every single aspect of local marketing strategy. Join my free Skool group to learn exactly what to do and book your free call. 15 minutes, again, absolutely nothing for sale, and we're going to get you some resources for your business specifically. We'll see you on the inside.